folks in the Surf Church Collective. Hope that you guys are doing really well. Massive greetings from us here in South Africa, and wherever you find yourself, whether it's spring or autumn or wherever in the world, hope that God is blessing you right now as you plant churches and lead churches. So, this little video is a follow-up to the video that just came out a few weeks ago, which is about our mission statement, amending the mission statement to be more reflective of where we are. This video is going to be talking about the values that we have as the Surf Church Collective. Now, this is all in preparation for a meeting that's going to be taking place on the 12th of September. Mark it in your diaries, folks. Very important. It's going to be happening at 10 a.m. South African time and also 7 p.m. South African time. So you've got two options to jump into either one of those meetings that fits hopefully with your time wherever you find yourself in the world. Well, today's video is going to be quickly looking at the values of the Surf Church Collective. We've made some changes. Previously, we had 10 values, none of which you can remember, or barely I can remember. And what we've tried to do is condense those values into 5 values that are very reflective of who we are, how we operate, and obviously what's important to us right now. Now, what we recognize in our previous values is we have lots of statements that actually are statements of faith that have kind of mixed in with our values. So we have separated those two things. We have a updated statement of faith, which I'm going to get out to you as well, but we have dropped it down to 5 values. So without further ado, let's get on with informing you as to what those values are. Now, they're not in order of importance. I'm just going to run through them. They stand side by side with regards to importance. All right, first one. Relationships. We value authentic community as a primary tool to empower people. Okay, so relationships are essential to the collective. We know that our whole collective conversation is built out of relationships, and we want to make sure that it's something that we value right at the heart of our movement. It's authentic communities of relationships that actually are the real deal when it comes to church planting. So as we value it in our communication with one another and how we engage with one another in our global mission, we recognize that at a local level, we want to help plant churches that value relationships at the epicenter of what they are doing. Second one is multiplication. This keeps us obedient to the Great Commission. We want to see things multiply. So we want to help and empower churches to reproduce more churches. We want to help and empower disciples to reproduce disciples. We want leaders to reproduce leaders. We want to see multiplication at the heart of what we are doing. So that's really good. It draws us back to that Great Commission, doesn't it? Now, thirdly, homegrown, a global collaboration with a local impact. So homegrown means that what we are not wanting to do is import a model from Costa Rica or from Australia or from the US or from France and kind of export that around the world. Surf Church is not a franchise that looks the same everywhere around the world. It is completely contextualized to the local community that we're trying to reach. While yes, we are reaching surfers and beach communities that look very similar, every location is truly different, and we want to recognize that and value homegrown movement. All right, our next one is integrity. It's more important than talent, personality, and results. Without integrity and all that comes out of integrity, think about that word for a moment. You know, to be a person of integrity means that you are honest, you are humble, you are accountable, you are truthful, you are spiritual, you are, you live out what you preach. All of these things come out of that word integrity, and we want leaders of integrity at the heart of Surf Church Collective. That's essential. And we want to help and inspire one another to live a life of integrity. So that's very important. Fifthly and finally, surfing. Surfing defines our tribe, our cultural identity, and we use it as a tool for ministry. So surfing is something that is really important for us as a global surf church collective. We want to reach the surf and beach community, and surfing is a tool by which to do that. So it's one of our values. Now, the values are here to help steer our movement as we go forward, to be the rail guards of decision making, and to continually inform us of how to behave with regards to one another and the projects that we do together. So hopefully these values are clear, and of course on September the 12th we're going to be opening this up for conversation and clarification. So look forward to seeing you there on the 12th.